Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Singapore this weekend for UTSG 50 kilometers. For the second year in a row, it's a points race for the Asia Trailmaster Championship. We are still in season 10 and we are 3 months away from the championship final in Vietnam, the Mukang Chai Ultra Trail. This is the only Singaporean trail race on our calendar. It's not very easy to organize races here in the city-state. And we're very happy that the community here in Singapore has again managed this feat, because it is actually a feat to organize trail running events in Singapore. We have a good starting field for the 50k. Yesterday there was already a 35k and a 20k even on Friday evening. But today is the day that matters for the points ranking. Top 25 scores points, and we have the reigning ATM champion Jeff Campbell here at the starting line. He also won this race last year ahead of John Ray Onifa in what was then a fantastic duel between the then reigning champion Onifa and the upcoming ATM champion Jeff Campbell. Campbell, who won the title at Borneo TMBT Ultra in September last year. And we heard also yesterday that he is very keen on defending it in Vietnam in October. We are at the dairy farm here. I believe this is one corner of the McRitchie Reservoir. I'm not sure if that is actually correct what I'm saying, but in any case it's in the vicinity. It's a new start and finish venue compared to last year. It's like a one straight road here. We will also finish here later on. There's not that much space here, so I hope I can catch some of the runners. The runners will be going down there after the start. I think we actually see Lemchi coming up here, one of the local stars. No, it's not him. So we have Jeff Campbell in the race. There is no Onifa this year. Honestly, I think Campbell is the standout favourite for today. Seo Hong from Hong Kong is here. He was fourth in the race last year, and that was a very good performance. And this is actually his second ATM event since then. So Seo Hong, he's also part of the T8 team in Hong Kong. Derek Lau is running. He's a local favourite. I think he was 8th last year. David Longo is here as well from T8, general manager of the T8 brand, our apparel partner, of course, since several years. We also have Chris Timms is not running. He's right here. Chris. Yeah. All the best, Chris. So Chris is not running. He's letting his injury heal. Injury he sustained earlier in the year in some of the races. He did a lot of races. He's the overall points leader in the ATM Championship ranking, but now has decided to take a little bit of a break from racing in order to be fully recovered for the championship final, which he will contest again for Team Singapore. That was Humberto Baeza. Also there we have Chisato Kario. She's the top favorite in the women's race. Chisato Kario from Japan. Grew up in New York. Speaks fluent English. For those who do not yet know her, she won the Philippine Mountain Trail Festival race, the Mount Ugo Marathon 50k in the beginning of May. And in that race she was faster than Angelica Ballo and Hee Tiu Tiang, so that was kind of a statement. She's a beginning trail runner. And you can get to know her a little bit better by watching our live stream from yesterday at the Red Dot Running Company, usual runner gathering on Saturday afternoon. And we had a talk there also with Chisato. We're about 5 minutes out from the start. We have also Philip Daniel from Singapore, long time no see. More of a long distance ultra runner before. Here we have Jeremy Ritchie, also ran last week in Gombak. David Longo, as mentioned. Jeremy Ritchie can also score top 10 there. We also have Washington Vermeetsa from Australia again. He also did Gombak last week in Malaysia. There's several runners who did the double. Here we have Lemchi, also called Nancy. One of the best. Hi. We have runners from Indonesia, Meili and Adrian. All the best. Kees Brouwer also there from Netherlands. He was also here last year. Good result. There we also have Henry Young, Grandmaster. Also from the Singapore Falcons team. Hi. So lots of familiar faces. There we have Edmund. He's been running Edmund Villares, Grandmaster also. He also did the 20k and the 35k already on Friday and on Saturday. Also have Brian Engwin there. He was a finalist in 2023, also from Singapore. And here we have Jeff Campbell, of course, the reigning ATM champion. Maybe try to have a very quick word. Jeff, you had a good sleep?
Yeah, not too bad. Better than last year.
So what's your target for today? To go faster than last year or just take it easy?
I don't think it's... Well, I'm not going to be taking it easy. I don't think it's going to be a faster course than last year. There's a lot more elevation. It's a very different course, lots of out and backs. So I probably think it's going to run maybe 15 minutes slower than last year. We'll see how the lead pack goes out.
Are you doing this race already with mantra in the back of your head?
Trying not to think too much about that. I'll run this one as well as I can.
All the best.
We have less than 4 minutes to start.
Oh, sorry. All right, that was Jeff Campbell. So Jeff will also be doing Mantra 116, so the long distance event next week. Mantra, of course, is taking place next week. All right. Chris, maybe a quick word. So you're not running today, you're letting your injury heal. What can you tell us about today's course? Because it's a bit different compared to last year.
Yeah. So it is different, but I think the key thing is, knowing the course. We talked about this yesterday. It's a technical course today. It's rained overnight, so it's going to be muddy. So a few people have made last-minute shoe changes. Good idea. It's going to be muddy. There's a lot of road shoes, so it'll be interesting to see how they got on today. But it's going to be a great day. I think the people that have studied the course, we said this, they'll be the ones that do well today. So it's going to be a good battle. I'm really looking forward to it. It's fun not racing. Chris, I know all these years it's quite fun supporting. Yeah, I've discovered a new love.
All right, thank you very much, Chris. Yeah. All right. Just a few minutes out, see if we can still... There is one of the Singaporean runners who has been named one of the covered the favorites. It's Wenchang.
The last day of UTSG 2025.
Wenchang, he had his trail debut not so long ago in Indonesia and had a great performance there, we were told. And he is one of the dark horses, as they say, for the race.
UTSG 50K.
MC.
Ready!
The MC for today is Sophie from Thailand, famous in the Asian running scene.
Master Chris right over here. Yay. And of course the Martin Gold, we're going to starting in about...
Here we also have Dening Lo from Singapore. She's not running, she's sweeping today. But she will be competing also next week in Mantra, and also at the end of the month she will be doing Car Ultra in her attempt to qualify for the championship final as part of Team Singapore. Also missing today is Vanya Knops. Is not competing today, as you remember she broke her wrist in Bali BTR in the beginning of May, 10th of May, and that injury has hampered her training, and she also wisely decided to take a little bit of a break in order to get 100% recovered and ready for the races that are coming up later in the season. And also for Vanya, the championship final is always a goal. She's been on the podium 3 times in a row but not won it yet. And Mukang Chai Ultra Trail, if it's dry, is rather runnable, we have been told, so that would be also fantastic for people like Vanya. We have Eddie Kwang, she's the race director. He's also a grandmaster, he's been running a lot everywhere. Amy will be assisting us just like last week in Gombak, and we're getting ready now for the start of the race.
If you're ready, on your mark, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Here we go, UTSG 50 kilometers, 2025. Yvette Chung Mi Ching also passed through. She was also in our gathering yesterday at the Red Dot Running Company. Yvette is 3-star Grandmaster. This is a 50 kilometers, so there is no Grandmaster points to be scored here. But Yvette is also hoping for a good result on 50k, which is actually her better distance, competitively speaking. And Yvette is hoping to make Team Malaysia again for the second time after 2022, when she was part of the team on Mount Apo. So a big starting field. Good to see Singaporean trail running community taking advantage of the event here in their hometown. home city. As I mentioned in the beginning of this broadcast, it's not easy to organize here. So, alright, runners have been flagged off, so we'll be heading to some of the checkpoints and keep you updated on what